Hi everyone, this short video is to help you complete your at-home concert critique assessment. In it, I'll review what you need to complete the assessment. I'll go over the concert assessment sheet with you, and I'll tell you what you need to do to turn it in. If you have any questions, you can email me or see me after rehearsal or stop down in the morning and ask your question. Let's get started. The first step is to gather everything you need to complete the assessment. All of the files and information that you need are right here on this page below the video. So go ahead and click the blank assessment form and print out a copy. If your printer print's double-sided, I recommend doing it that way. That way it's all on one sheet of paper and it saves a little paper. If you'd prefer, I have copies of the blank assessment form at school and you can see me to get one of those. Second, you need a device to listen to your recordings. I've set the page up so that it'll work on any computer, tablet, phone, virtually any device. In this case, I'm going to do it on an iPad, and I also recommend using headphones. It makes it easier to concentrate. No getting texts while you're trying to do your concert assessment though. So I'm going to go ahead and choose Winter Concert Assessment, and there the tracks are so I can start listening. Finally, you'll need something to write with and time to complete the assessment. Each of the groups perform for slightly different times, and I've edited some of the space out between the numbers, but you'll probably need about 15 minutes per ensemble to complete the assessment. Again, you need a copy of the critique sheet, a device to listen to the recordings on, and something to write with. You may want to pause the video here to gather those items before going on. All right, let's go over the evaluation form. Be sure you have a copy in front of you as I go over it so you can follow along. All right, at the top of the form, make sure you put your name, what concert it was, and the date. Then, below that, in the top area, well, actually before that, you can see the form on each of the two sides or on two pieces of paper, if that's the way you have it. The first side of the sheet, the front side, is labeled as individual performance. It looks very similar to the back side, but on the back you'll notice it's ensemble performance. So on the first side of the sheet, I want you to be talking about your individual performance, what you remember about your performance with that particular group. And then on the back, you're going to be talking about the entire ensemble, basically answering the same questions. So let's take a look at the top part. In the top, there are several things here that you're simply going to grade or rate. 1 for poor, 2 for fair, 3 for okay, 4 for excellent, or 5 for awesome. Posture. Did you sit up? Do you have good posture when you sit and play? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, remember the beginning, the first part of the sheet is your individual performance. Rhythmic accuracy. How's your rhythm? How do you play? How do you feel you play with regard to rhythm? Steady beat and tempo. Although you might think this is primarily for percussion, we all know that playing together is everyone's job. So, do you play with good tempo and good steady beat? What's your intonation sound like on your horn? Do you play in tune? Phrasing and dynamics. When we try to get soft, do you get soft? When we get loud, do you get loud? How do you do with that? The ensemble balance. When you play, can you hear the other members in the ensemble? Can you hear the members of your section and then the entire band as well? Responding to the conductor. If we did a little bit of tempo change, do you watch? Do you look up at the conductor as I'm going along? Can you follow those changes? And then finally, the last one, concert etiquette. Did you remember to stand up when you came out? And you just did that. Were you smiling? I say smiling, doing those good things. Your concert etiquette. How did you actually perform as a member of the ensemble? The things that would be non-musical items. Below that, it's pretty simple. Area to write 2 positive comments and then 2 constructive criticisms about how you thought your performance went. Remember, these are to be specific. Positive comments like, I played good, that's not too specific. As you're listening to it, hopefully it jars your memory a little bit. On this one section, I felt like it was a difficult part of this one piece. I thought I played that really well. That's something specific. After you've listed the 2 things that you thought were positive comments, what are 2 constructive criticisms? Did you feel a particular section of the song you could have done better, something you could have practiced more? And then finally, you'll notice at the bottom of the first sheet, or the front part of the sheet, write a goal for yourself. Now, this is probably the thing that's going to take the longest for you. And I put right here, this should be something specific and something that you can work on for the spring concert. If it's the winter assessment, your goal for the spring concert. What's something specific that you can work on? I want to be able to practice so I can perform the technical passages a little bit better would be an example. On the back of the sheet, it's the same basic questions except for the entire ensemble. And then finally at the bottom of that, it asks, which piece did you like best and why? So just tell me about which of the pieces you performed with that group was your favorite and tell me why. On the spring concert assessment, the part at the bottom, which asks you to write a goal, asks you to reflect back on that goal. So I want you to talk a little bit about, did you meet your goal? Were you able to meet that and follow through with that? Remember, the point of the assessment is for you to make improvements as a musician, so please take time to write thoughtful responses that will be meaningful to you. If you're still not sure how to complete a section, I filled out a sample evaluation that you can check out. Billy Bando for the winter concert and Bonnie Bando for the spring. If you still have questions after checking them out, come and see me. Once you've completed the assessment, you're done. Just bring it in to me and turn it in. I'll collect them during rehearsals. You can bring it down to me in the morning before school. You can even take it to the main office and ask them to put it in my mailbox. The important part is to make sure that you take the responsibility to get it turned into me. Now, as we get closer to the due date, which I've also posted below the video here, I'll start reminding you, provide more reminders during rehearsal, and I'll also try and see individuals that haven't turned it in yet. The important part is to get it done, make sure you have it all set, and get it turned into me. So, good luck and have fun with it.